Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Natalie Poole. And Coach, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a chance to talk with you, so let's go back a little bit and let's start off Conference USA play a couple of weeks ago. As you start out on the road in El Paso, Texas, and boy, what a weekend it was. You come out with a sweep over UTEP. We
did. I thought that we pitched well, we hit well, and we played some really outstanding defense. And it was an exciting weekend. It's a great opportunity to get on the road and be able to take wins on the road, which sometimes can be difficult. And I do believe it's hard to beat any team 3 times in a row. And so you really have to buckle down, especially on that last day. And that last day was a battle, but we came out on top.
UTEP's a challenging place to play. You won 5-1, 4-2, and you mentioned that last game, a wild 6-5 ball game. You're dealing with the altitude a little bit, and you're dealing with the wind a lot, from what I understand, out in El Paso.
Absolutely. It just kind of swirls around their stadium. And from what I understood before going was that it was kind of a home run hitting park, and you know, ERAs go up, batting averages go up, and all of that. And we were lucky enough to kind of go on a weekend where the wind was blowing in. We're not a tremendous home run hitting team or anything like that. So, you know, we work on getting base hits and stuff like that. And so for them, it kind of held them. There wasn't a home run hit over the weekend. And it was nice to be able to keep the ball in the park and be able to manage the game that way.
The best thing about opening the conference season with a sweep, or even if you'd have just gotten 2 wins on the road, it sets a foundation. You're not going into weeks 2, 3, and 4 trying to get a win or trying to get 2 or 3 wins. You've set yourself on a pretty good foundation.
For sure. And last year, you know, we started to make a turn and we started to play better on our first weekend when we played UAB last year. And we just couldn't put the wins together, and it does. It is hard. It's hard to start kind of at a point where you don't put any wins together at all. And our girls believe and know that they can win ball games. We just got to do the things right throughout the game. You
moved back home for a doubleheader with Missouri State. You split that when Missouri Valley always solid in every sport they play. So getting a split against Missouri State was solid.
Absolutely, and they left us and went and played another team that's really good and kind of did the same thing, you know. And so I thought that in one game we played really well and was happy about that. They are a very competitive team. Their coach has been coaching for a long time, has been with that program for a long time, and so she's had the time to establish something really positive and competitive there.
You came over on the weekend to face a top 20 team in Tulsa. They were ranked 20th in the country. Got swept at home. You played some competitive ball games, especially that first one, an 8-inning game with the 20th ranked team in the country.
It was. We had an opportunity to steal the first one and to be able to put a win up. It just didn't fall our way. A call in the 8th inning kind of hurt us a little bit. We did score in the bottom and felt like we had an opportunity to win if the call had gone our way. And you know, we move on from it. You know, it wasn't the greatest weekend for us, but you know, we definitely needed to have pitched well, played well, defensively as well as hit to be able to beat a top 25 team, especially 3 games in a row.
I know you probably don't want to expand on it, but the call sometime like that in any sport can kind of have a ripple effect. You're just in a battle there in the 7th and the 8th inning, and something like that can kind of derail you mentally sometime.
It does, and Ellen had been pitching really well. She had thrown a great game. We had played really solid defense behind her, and you know, it would have been nice to be able to come out on top, just something to build on. And you know, whether or not the wins would have come after that, I definitely feel like we would have been in a better mental state. But it's hard when the ball game is not in our hands and we can't control some of the things that take place, and that's difficult sometimes for them to deal with.
Coach, you're 6 games into Conference USA play now, sitting at 3-3, so not a bad position. You're 500 in the league. You're in the hunt. What are your thoughts so far through 2 weeks, and kind of what are your thoughts on the league so far?
Well, it's been nice to kind of watch and see who's beating who's scoring runs, that kind of thing. It's definitely going to be a competitive league this year, no doubt about it. You've got some separation a little bit already. But, you know, every weekend's going to be a challenge for us, and I'm definitely excited to be at home this weekend to be able to play and host UAB.
Coach, before we talk about UAB, let's talk about a Wednesday doubleheader at 4 o'clock with Alcorn State. You get a couple games at home.
Absolutely. It's nice to be at home. You know, we're excited to be able to play on our field in front of a crowd. We've had some great crowds in our games so far that we've had, and it's nice to have that community support and some young kids come out. But you know, we look to get 2 wins against Alcorn State to go out and play the game hard.
How key is it to kind of get momentum back into your corner?
Always important, and you know, it gives us an opportunity to work on some of the things that we're not doing right, maybe in some of our at-bats and game-like situations, to have midweek opportunities to work on those.
Of course, you want to enjoy that mild weather on Wednesday, because I heard it's going to get chilly again for the weekend against UAB, and you talk about that series with the Blazers, another key home series. It'll be the 3rd weekend of Conference USA play. What do you see out of the Blazers this season?
You know, they are kind of a well-established team also. Marla, the coach there, she's been there for a while. She's pulled in some great athletes. They always have good pitching, some powerful hitters, and they're just a solid team. And so, I think that we can go out and play them well. I expect us to play the way that we need to, and so I'm excited about playing them.
Of course, that'll be a Saturday, Sunday, Saturday being the doubleheader. Then Sunday, a neat promotion you have with Pouncers Pals. It'll be the Easter egg hunt. The kids can come out there and hunt Easter eggs with Pouncer. I believe it's free admission. You guys want to pack the ballpark this weekend, not just Sunday, but Saturday as well.
Absolutely. We definitely want to see people there, and just excited about the game, and and it's nice to be able to do some marketing ideas with the Easter egg hunt, although I do have one athlete who's scared of the Easter Bunny, so that should be interesting for us. But it should be a good time for the kids. I'm definitely excited to be a part of it.
That's probably the phobia I've never heard of, afraid of the Easter Bunny.
I know, I don't get it either, but we should have a good time anyway, and especially for the kids, we enjoy doing that.
All right, Coach, best of luck this weekend. Best of luck against Alcorn State. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
That is Head Coach Natalie Poole. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.